Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. So today is lesson number 12 and we are going to do the exercise of Sukoon. We have studied Sukoon. What was Sukoon? So let's do practice on it. Hamza Noon Fatha Anta Fathata Anta. As we have studied before, if there is Noon Sakin and after Noon Sakin there is no Hurufi Halqi, which is throatal letter, which was Hamza, Ha, Ain, Ha, and Ghain, Kha. So we have to do their Ikhfa. Ikhfa means to silence or prolong the sound of the Noon in your nose. So that was called Ikhfa. So that's how we will say if there is Noon Sakin and Tanween. And after Nun Sakin and Tanween, there is no Hurufi Halqi, the 6 letter, the throatal letters. So we will do there is what? Ikhfa. So Anta, Hamza, Ha, Kasra, Dal, Kasra, Di, Ba, Ain, Fatha, Ba, Dal, Dhammadu, Ba'du, Ba, Ta, Ba, طا فتحة باط شين فتحة شا باط شا سين عين فتحة سع يا فتحة يا سع يا كاف نون ضماكن تا ضمات كنت لام سين فتحة لست فتحة لست همزة ميم فتحة أم را كسرتين رين أم رين. Alright, Waqaf, Amr. Ba, Ra, Fatha, Bar, Dal, Fathatain, Dan, Bar, Dan, Waqaf, Bar, Da. And also, when there is Ra Sakina, and before Ra Sakina, there is a Fatha and Dhamma. So we will do Ra as full. What does Ra full mean? It means we have to read it like this. Ba'da, Ba'da. Or Ra full mean like you have to make the Ra like bold sound. So Ba, Ra, Fatha, Ba, Dal, Fathatain, Dan, Ba, Dan, Waqaf, Barda. And also in Batosha, we have to do here Qalqala. As we have studied, there were 5 letters, which was Qa, Ta, Ba, and Jim. When they become Sakin, so we have to make a kind of jump sound. We have to do a kind of, jump in the sound. So Ba'to, Sha, alright? And when Ra Sakina, before Ra Sakina, there is Fatha and Dhamma, we have to read the Ra full, like bold, like Ba'da, Barda, and Ba'da. جيم ميم فتحة جم عين فتحتين عن جم عن وقف جمع. And حاب فتحة حاب. Now you see here is one of the harf from حروف قلقلة. قطب جد قطب جيم دال قطب جيم دال. These hurufs are called hurufi qalqala, mean you have to give a jump kind of sound when you are reading them, when they are sakin. So haba, fatha, habe, lam, dhammatain, lun, habe, lun, waqab, habil. Alright? Kha, sin, dhamma, khus, Ra, kasratain, rin, khus, rin, waqaf, khus. Alright? We have also studied the rules of the Waqaf. when it is tanween kasra or tanween dhamma, means double kasra and double dhamma. So when we are reading the double kasra and double dhamma, except the ta'i mudawwara, all right, there was a gold ta, except that. So we have to make it sakin. Khusrin, waqaf, khusr. All right. Kha, lam, fatha, khal, qab, fathatain, qan, khal, qan, waqaf, khal, qa. Now, we also have read this in the previous lessons in the Waqaf rules. When it is tanween at the end of the word and we would like to stop there, do Waqaf there, so the double fatha will be changed to the alif. So if we want to stop here, so khalqan would be khalqa, sin ba fatha sabi, ha fathatain, han sabi, han, waqaf, sabi, ha. Now here is also da, and it is sakina. Again, the same rules for the qalqala. When there are 5 letters, which is qaf, ta, ba, jim, dal, and they are sakin, so we have to do their qalqala, like sabihan, sabihan, sabi. You can also read it like this way, simple sabhan, no problem. But when you read it sabihan, so it's like the tajin and the beauty. You are the beauty of the Quran. You are beautifying the Quran when you are reading it like that way. Just follow the rules of the Tajweed. So that's very nice, you know. All right. Sin ba fatha sabi. The same ba is there. It is sakina. So we will do qalqala. Sin ba fatha sabi. Qaf fathatain qan. Sabi qan. Waqaf sabi qa. Shin hamza fatha sha, nun dhammatain nun, sha nun, waqaf shan. So now here is a rules. We have also studied that when this is also one of the rules, when there is double jazam, double sakin, so it will be converted to the mad. Shan. All right. Now, صاد با فتحة, صاد با ضمة, صوب ح فتحتين حن, صوب حن, وقف صوب ح. You got it here. It is the harf from the hurufi qalqala. Qab, ta, ba, jim, dal. So we have to do qalqala in here. ضاد با فتحة ضاب ح فتحتين حن, ضاب حن, وقف ضاب حا. عين با فتحة عبد فتحتين دن, عبدا, وقف عبدا. عين دال فتحة عادي نون كسرتين نين, عدن, waqaf adin. You got it? Here is harf from hurufi qalqala. So adin, adi. You can also read it simply adnin, no problem. But if you do it qalqala like adin, so this is the beauty of the Quran. Ain shin fatha ash, ra kasratain rin, ash rin, waqaf ash. عين صاد فتحة عص, فا كسرتين فين, عص فين, وقف عص. غين را فتحة غر, قاف فتحتين قن, غر قن, وقف غر قا. غين لام ضمة غل, با فتحتين بن, غل بن, وقف غل با. And the entire lesson is the same. just follow the same rule. Fatha, kasra and dhamma, fathatain, kasratain, dhammatain, jazm and sukoon, and also the standing fatha, the standing kasra and the standing dhamma. So the entire lesson should be very easy and simple. There is nothing difficult. All right. Faslun, waqaf, fasl, qadihan, waqaf, qadiha, qabban, waqaf, qabba, ka'san, kadihan. The same thing, kadi, the. You see, here is qalqala. Laqwan, miskun, nakhlan. There is tanween, so we have to do ikhfa. Nashtan, nafsin. Alright, so at the end, when there is tanween, double fatha, double kasra, double dhamma, or nun sakin, and after tanween in nun sakin, there is no harf from one of the hurufi halqi, which is hamza, ha, ain, ha, and ghain, kha. So we have to do qalqala. We have to do ikhfa. Ikhfa means to prolong the sound in the nose at the end of the noon, like naq'an, you know, yusran. So the double, the fatha, kasra, and dhamma, it will come at the end, and nun sakin can come in the middle of the word or at the end of the word. But when the nun sakin and the tanween, before that there is no harfi halqi, so we have to do ikhfa. And for the qalqala, the 5 letters, which is qaf, ta, jim, dal, simply when they are sakin, when there is this kind of symbol, the sakin symbol or the jazm symbol, so we have to do their qalqala, like abi, qa, all right, taqba, tansa. Now see tansa, here is nun sakin, and after nun sakin there is no harf from the hurufi halqi, hamza, ha, ain, ha, ghain, kha, so we are making here ikhfa. يخشى, يسعى, يتلو, يدعو, تجري, تجري, تجري. It's the same thing. qalqala, حرف حرف from the حروف qalqala. All right. So we can read it both ways. تجري, 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 and تجري. يهدي, يغني, القط, أمهل, إقرأ, إقا. Here also the qaf is from the hurufi qalqala. So it's the same way we have to do here qalqala, like iqra, iqra. We can also just simply read it like iqra, no problem at all. But when you do the qalqala, it's like you're beautifying the recitation of the Quran. Farghabi. Now you see ba at the end, it is harf from the hurufi qalqala, so we have to read it farghabi. And here is also ra sakina. Before ra sakina there is fatha, so we have to read it farghabi. So we have to read the ra full or bold. Farghabi, fanshabi. Here is nun sakin, so we have to do ikhfa, and here at the end is ba sakina, so we have to do qalqala. Fanshabi. One harf. Now in one harf, here is nun sakin, but after one nun sakin, there is harf from the huruf halqi, which is hamza, ha, ain, ha, and ghain, kha. So we don't have to make here ikhfa. We don't have to prolong the sound in the nose because of the ha. So we have to read it one harf. Hamza, kha, fatha, akh, ra, fatha, ra, jim, fatha, ra, jim, fatha, ja, أخرج, أرسل, أعطش, أفلح, أكرم. I think it's a big lesson. All right. ألهم, أنشر. It's the same rule for the إخفاء. أنقض, دمدم, عسعس, أعبد, نعبد, يخرج, يحسب, يشرب, يشهد, ترحق. Now tarhaku. We can also read it tarhaku, no problem. Tarhaku, tarhaku, no problem. But when you read it tawhaku, you read the ra in bold style. So that is the tazeen of the Quran. All right. Ta'rifu uqsimu, in uqa qaf, it is sakin from huruf qalqala. So we have to read it uqsimu yubdi'u. Yuba is the same thing. Yubdi'u yunsakhu, nun sakin from hurufi ikhfa. Yes, nun sakin, it is from the hurufi ikhfa. Mean we have to do here ikhfa to prolong the sound in the note. Yunsakhu, yanqalibu, the same rules. Yuwaswisu, thaqulat, hushirat, سطحت, كشطت, نشرت, نصبت, أثرن, وسطن, the same rules. قطب, jim dal, 5 huruf. قطب, jim dal, 5 huruf. When they are sakin, we have to do their qalqala. فرغت, تأتون, يسقون, يفعلون, يعملون, يعلمون, يضحكون, يكسبون, يدخلون, دال from حروف قلقلة. ينظرون, نون from حروف إخفاء. Alright, تعبدون أنعمت. Now here is nun sakin, but after nun sakin there is harf from حروف حلقي, which is hamzaha, ain, ha, ghain, kha. So we don't have to make here أنعمت. This is wrong because there is harf from حروف حلقي. So we will be reading it أنعمت. أنذرنا, harf nun sakin, and there is no harf حلقي behind it or after that. So we have to read it like أنذرنا, أنزلنا, خلقنا, رفعنا, وضعنا, نطفة, عبرة, زاجرة, تذكرة, مسفرة, موصدة. Alright, so we read that when there is a double kasra and double dhamma at the end of the word, but it is not ta mudawwara, so we will be making that letter sakin. But if it is ta mudawwara, we have to change it to the ha. So it is muqsadatun, but when we do waqaf, so we will be reading it muqsadah. Alright? Masqabatin, maqrabatin, matrabatin, tadlilin, taqweemin, takdhibin, tasneemin, miskinan, ma'mnunin, mahfudin, makhtumin, masruran, waqaf, masrura. Alright, the same rules applied here. مشهود, أبوابا, مصفوفة, أزواجا, أشتاتا, إطعام, أعنابا, أفواجا, ألفافا, وقف, ألفافا, قرآن, وقف, قرآن, الحمد, والفجر, وقف, والفجر. Right? والفتح والعصر من المعصرات مع العسر ما القارعة وإذا الموءودة ينظر المرء كالفراش المبثوث كالعهن المنفوش ليلة القدر أخرجت الأرض من أهل الكتاب عند ذي العرش يمنعون الماعون وهو الغفور الودود ذو العرش المجيد لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم أعطيناك الكوثر. And the last letter is, word is Alright, so that is the end of the lesson. Just follow the rules, if you understood the previous lesson, so we will definitely be understanding these lessons. It looks a little difficult, but if you know the fatha, kasra and dhamma rules, the jazm rule, the sukoon rules, and then the waqaf and the qalqala and hurufi halqi rules, all of the rules when you understand in the previous lessons, so it will be very easy for you to understand and read this lesson entirely yourself. If you still need any help, you can contact me through my email or my Skype ID. It is mentioned down in the description. All right, so this is the end of the lesson, and inshallah see you in the next lesson. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.